For your third reflective writing assignment, we'd like you to choose one of the three curveballs, as I've referred to them in previous videos, or hot potato issues to discuss. The three issues or curveballs include late assignments, participation, and group grades. Let me just take a few seconds to talk about each one. Late assignments. Sooner or later, as a teacher, you're going to set a deadline, a due date, and some student is going to miss that deadline. Will you deduct marks for late assignments? If not, how is that fair to other students who probably sacrificed time with their families and other personal sacrifices to get their assignment in on time? So, how do you handle the evaluation of assignments, and how do you handle dealing with late assignments? There are those who say that deducting marks is not the answer, since that's a behavior, the lateness is a behavior, and what we really want to do is structure things that we can evaluate the learning. I don't know. How are you going to handle late assignments if you select that one? The second issue is participation. You know, I've sat right beside people in graduate seminars, and they basically have told me that they're really not going to do anything. They're not going to participate unless it counts. So, having people participate adds so much to a classroom in terms of the richness of the dialogue and the discussion and the debate. But how are you going to evaluate it? Some programs have 10, 15, 20% of a final mark is based on a student's participation. How do you define participation? And how do you construct tools and instruments to evaluate participation in a valid way? The third topic, or curveball, focuses on group grades. The business community is really big on group skills. Walk into a classroom and sooner or later you're going to see group presentations and group projects. They're very common occurrences. They count for marks. Occasionally you'll come across someone in a group presentation or a group project who doesn't pull their weight. How are you going to handle that? How are you going to evaluate a group presentation in a fair, valid way? What instruments are you going to use? What checks and balances are you going to put into place to evaluate a group project? Will you use peer evaluation, self-evaluation? How are you going to handle that? So, 3 curveballs, 3 issues: late assignments, participation, and group grades. Remember to follow the focus conversation model, ORID, objective, reflective, interpretive, decisional. And this last reflective writing assignment is due at the end of week